Hello, this is Esther from Stampin Star Creations. Thank you for joining me today for another video. I'm going to attempt my own version of the Fidget Spinner card. Now there are a couple already, a few of them on YouTube, and I have taken a few hints from May Made It and Caroline Benny, who have done their own videos, and I've kind of accumulated some of the ideas and tried to come up with my own. So this is the card that we're going to work on today, but we're going to make a blue version. It's got a lovely spin on it. So it's nice and loose and it spins, and when you spin it, it says look who's turning, and then I've actually done the number underneath so it's visible once you're spinning the card. Okay, so it's a bit addictive. Right, so I've got all the bits out in front of me in the hope that I can remember to tell you everything that I need. Let's start with the card itself. So I've got the base card is a 6x6 piece, and then matting and layering a 5 by 5 inch, and then a 4 1/4 square on top of that. So I've written on it so that I can remember. I'm going to turn it over because I've just done a faint line for my stamping later. Let's go to the fidget spinner. Okay, so hopefully by now you've seen the craze fidget spinners. This has got a bearing missing because my son's taken it out to use it for something else. So I've actually just used this as a template and directly cut out a piece of paper from it. I've gone ahead and cut out 2 identical pieces. The joy of this card is you can fold it over and cut 2 at a time. So we've got 2 pieces of those, and then I didn't have the right shape or the right size punch for this, so I was looking around for circles which would be ideal to fit, and I've used the lid from my Stampin' Mist and used the bigger circle. One of them is going to sit inside, and then you want to cut out 6 more which you're going to use underneath the mechanism, and then using the smaller end of the lid we're going to use these for our 3 circles which represent the ball bearings on the top, like that. So I'll stick all that down in a minute, but I'm just going to show you how I did the underneath bit. Okay, so I'm going to grab my 6 circles. I'm going to set them up in 3 each so I know that my piercer will go through them. Okay, they don't have to be too near circles because you're not actually going to see them. And then just eyeballing the middle, I'm going to go in with my piercing tool and make sure it goes all the way through, and then use that as a guide for your other 3. And then just bring back 2 of the actual fidget spinners, and then you can use that as a guide as well to roughly go through the middle. We're just going to eyeball it. Okay, so you need to stick these 6 circles together because this just creates a space underneath the fidget spinner. So I'll go and do that. I'm just using Tombow glue because it's quick and easy to apply. Now sometimes you might lose your way with the circle, so go back in with your piercing tool just to make sure that you've still got that hole. Then I'm using pennies today, but you can use washers. I'm just going to fit this back on because I fussy cut it. It's a little bit, some of the sizes fit better than others. That'll do. Okay, let's flip that over. So our pennies go in the middle of the 2, like so. And that one goes on top. I think the reason why I went for 2 is it just makes it more sturdy when you're actually grabbing hold of the spinner to spin around. So I've hidden my coins under there. then we're going to poke through a brad. Now you can get really small brads that don't have the long arms, so I mean most of them do have a good arm on them, but this isn't quite stuck yet, so I'm just going to leave that there and try and feed through my eyelet, my brad. There it goes. Right, and then that's the start of our spinner. Then you want to put your 3 black circles around the top. Should have done this before. And then this one I'm just going to literally stick on top of there. And I'll meet you back for the next bit. Okay, I've just turned that over to let all those dry, and then we're going to work on our stamping. I'm going to use the largest die from the circles die just as a guide. Now it doesn't quite get all the wording around the edges, I can only get it around 3 times, but I just wanted something quick, easy reference that I can grab hold of, that I can use. I know in one of the videos I managed to fit, sorry, just knock the sound, 4 words over the circle, but I'm going to aim for 3. I've done a faint line in pencil around the cardstock, which you probably can't see on the video. And then I'm going to go in with Dapper Denim to match. Oh no, wrong one. I need Pacific Point. Sorry, I'm going to rub that off. That's for a bit later. Let's just get the right colour. I want to use Pacific Point. Sorry about the shadows, I'm filming different time of day and I've got the shadows. So to be honest, I'm eyeballing, I've got the pencil mark, but I am eyeballing the gap as to where the wording is going to go. Okay, I've caught the paper a bit there. Do I turn over? Let's just try it one more time and we'll see which one's the best one. Okay, you don't need to watch me do this, I'll come back in a minute. Okay, that wasn't any better. I've stuck to my original, so that's fine. We can maybe just fill that in with a bit of stamping. And what's next? So, if we make our hole, I'm just going to hover that over the card and push that down. And that's made a hole through there, so we know where that's going to go. Now, when we fold over the brads, you want there to be a bit of a gap so the actual spinner can spin once it's on the card. If that's too tight, you're going to have restriction with the spinning. So actually, sorry, I'm doing everything backwards. I'm going to do some stamping first. I couldn't remember what order I'd done it in. Okay, I'm going to go with the swishy stamp from the Number of Years stamp set, and then I'm going to lay down some colour. Just be careful when you're doing your 2-step stamping because you'll get your streaks if you go off the page. So try not to get the streaks as much as you can. I'm actually going to go in the centre of this if we can cover up some of those mistakes we made earlier. Okay, and then I'm going to use a bit of Dapper Denim and Night of Navy. all around the card just to give it some bit of almost camouflage feel to it. There we go. Right. Now's the bit that we put it through the hole we made earlier. Turn it over, and then you want to, when you open your brad, if I can find the middle, you want to bend it over your tool so at least you've got a gap in between, and the same on the other side. So that should be loose enough to spin. There we go. Now before you go and stick it down onto your card, you want to use some dimensionals to just keep that gap all over the back. So put some around to stabilise where the brad is, but obviously don't put it over the top. Then put it around your card as well. I'll just get these backings peeled off and then I'll show you the end result. And here it is, the completed card. So what you can do is just add the number in the centre of the card, so it says look who's turning, and then you can have the age that the person's going to be inside. So thank you ever so much for watching. You've been watching Esther from Stampin Star Creations. I have some other YouTube videos up, so do subscribe and like if you've enjoyed this video, and do share it out with your friends also if you think somebody else would enjoy it. All these products are, or most of these products are available from my shop at stampinstarcreations.co.uk. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Bye for now.